What do you hear? What do you say? Welcome to another RSR. Tonight we're talking about the news. Broke before the Canada game, but we'll get it done here. Probably better for the Italian time zone anyway. Federico Bernardeschi to Toronto FC as a free agent. It is confirmed. Fabrizio and DiMarzio have basically announced it is confirmed that Federico Bernardeschi to Toronto FC will be happening. Hopefully, he's ready to play on the weekend against Montreal. I'm not going to be completely sure of that, but if they get it announced by tomorrow, I guess he will be at least on the bench, but would be nice. It would be very nice. As the second DP slot has been filled, of course, we still have to fill the Salcedo spot now that he's left. Don't know exactly what they're going to do with that, but we will see. Got about 13 games left this season. Look at my book. 21 to 34, so 13 games, because 21 to 31 is 10. 13 more football matches this season. 14 if you count the Canadian Championship final. Nothing more is promised for TFC, but can they make a run? I don't know. I'm not completely sure. If they play better than they did against Chicago, they could. We'll see what happens against Montreal and Charlotte and see what that says going into, see what they could do here with hopefully the debut of Bernardeschi as well with Crescito and Kay. Hopefully that shows something against Montreal if they could get that done, or will Bernardeschi be in when Insigne's in against Charlotte with 12 left and 13 plus the can champ. We shall see. But I like the move. I think it's a great footballing move for Toronto FC. It fits Bob Bradley's system a lot more than Alejandro Pozuelo did, and I love Alejandro. I think he's a great footballer, but that's basically the replacement we've made. We said goodbye to Alejandro Pozuelo, hello to Federico Bernardeschi, and I like the move. He's a great footballer. I think he definitely had moments at Juventus where he was not the greatest. He was on the bench. But again, that doesn't matter because if you remember Seba Giovinco, he was on the bench with Juventus, and even so, they said, hey, you could leave early to play for TFC. That's how much they didn't care about him. So that really doesn't matter. If you're on the bench at Juventus, I think that's a good signing for an MLS side. I don't think things have changed that much. Bernardeschi has great play on the wings. He can run well. He has great pace. He could shoot. He could have a better finishing ability in MLS. I think that is the truth. I like the move. Good with the Azzurri as well. Also won the Euros. I like the move. It wasn't a striker. That's the one thing. People were like, oh, Belotti, Berardi, Balotelli, with Italy players with a B in their last names. No. Close. No cigar. Luckily, it isn't a striker because we have Ayo and Jesus Jimenez. I like that. I think they're still both great. I'll take it. Maybe they sign a DP striker in the offseason if they have to, depending on what goes on, or maybe they give Jesus Jimenez a raise. I'm not completely sure. But I like what I see from TFC in the summer. I think it may be a bit too late. I think the moves may be a bit too not enough or a bit too late. I think the moves are enough for next season, but who knows? Maybe TFC will slide into a playoff spot over the next 13 games. It still can happen. They're not far off. It's not close, but they're not far off. It's not like last year where it was over by May. Is it over? I'd say about 60-40, 65-35, but they can make a run. If they go undefeated with all the Italians and Mark Anthony Kay and all that in the second half of the season, with like 7 wins and 3 draws, or 10 wins and 6 draws. That should do it. That should do it, as long as you get about 50 points. Should do it. Yeah, that actually would do it. You probably have like a 2-loss room, I should say, for like 2 more losses. Yeah. We'll see what happens, though. I think TFC can make a run. Will they come up short? Maybe. But I don't think we're going to be at the bottom for much longer. We could still give up goals and all that. Will we sneak in? Maybe. Will we just miss out? Maybe. This kind of reminds me of 2015, frankly, for TFC. It's a season where we could sneak in. We could miss out. Will we probably get stomped in the first round? Probably. Probably that would be the case. But that's football for you. Stuff will happen. But Bernardeschi, great footballer. I can't wait to see him play in Toronto. Hopefully, in the team. I hope he plays against Montreal, because that would be great. We really haven't had offensive production over the past 2 matches. The San Jose game, they almost won. Kind of feels bad they gave up the 3 points there, because, you know, if they had those 3 points, it'd feel a lot better. Wednesday would have felt a lot better, even if Toronto looked horrible. It would have felt a lot better. No offensive creation there at all. Bernardeschi will make more offensive creation, I guarantee you that, in the next match for TFC, or whenever he starts playing for the club. But it's a good move. I think we don't really know the contract details yet, but it's a DP slot, of course. He fills a DP slot, so over a $1.5 million a year, I'd probably guess about $3 million, $4 million, if I'm being honest, maybe 5. But if he chose MLS, it's probably more like 7, but I don't think that's bad. I think that's a pretty good contract, $7 million per year. I think that's pretty good. Chose MLS. Fulham was right there, but he chose Toronto. We're bigger than the Premier League. Yeah, no. But I'm happy with the move. I think it's a great signing. I think it fits the system of Bob Bradley better. Now, I guess that means he probably is going to keep his job through the season, and I'm not shocked, but we'll see how that goes. We'll see, because I like the football that we could be playing. I like the thought of the football we could be playing. Is this more of a CCL move? Probably, but we'll see. I cannot wait to see the next couple of matches, because these are make or break. Montreal, Charlotte, Vancouver, and the rest of this month is make or break, really. It really is. But it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how this turns out, I think. So I'll be very interested to see how Bernardeschi plays out. I think he'll enjoy TFC. And that's probably why he picked him. I think he knows he'd enjoy it as well. He gets to enjoy playing his football. He gets to have more fun with his football. And he gets to be on a team where he'll be a star. A big star. I think this can only go better. This can only go well, frankly. Same as Insigne. Them playing together with Jesus Jimenez or Io Akinola, it's going to be beautiful. I really think so. And I can't wait to see how this turns out. And hopefully Toronto do sneak into the playoffs or get into top 6 or top 5 in the East. I think they can. They just got to be perfect at the back. But if they score enough goals, does it really matter? Could allow for being stomped in the playoffs, but it is what it is. But Bernardeschi to Toronto, great move, and I can't wait to see how it pans out. Welcome to Toronto, Federico. Benvenuto a Toronto, Federico. Can't wait to see. Can't wait to see him play. From Beyond Canary to Red and Onyx. and gray. Can't wait to see it. Going to be a fun one. So with that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell once you subscribed. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share it with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you on Saturday for Toronto versus Montreal, or Montreal versus Toronto live and review. Of course, I'll see you then. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. What do you hear? What do you say?